Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Tom Atkins. Just checking in at the weather station, checking out our little winter event here. Thought I'd do a short Facebook Live, talk to you, see if you have any questions. Pretty much what we were stating on Friday is still in effect, and we'll show you all that stuff in a minute. But right now, you're looking at downtown Edinburgh, which has already received 10 inches of snow from this event. So, from what it started yesterday to when it started, or up until the present, I should say, we're looking at, 10 inches there. Airport officially 3.6. So the storm is behaving so far. Uh, these lake effect snow warnings are in effect until 7 a.m. Tomorrow morning for most areas. So feel free to check in, say hello. Love to talk to you. And we'll show you a little bit about what's going on, what we think is going on. But as I said, our forecast and what's going on really hasn't changed a whole lot since Friday. So let me give you a few views from around the area. Hello, Adam Ripley from Waterford. Good to see you. Herbie, have you ever been on here before? Nice to see you. I used to get emails from you. Are you in Union City? If somebody chimes in here from Union City, I will let you know. But as a reference, as Lori says, in Edinburgh, 10 inches of snow. That's not that far from you. I don't know if you'd have any more than that. John, thanks for being here. Love hearing from you. Glad. In fact, we could go over to Warren here for a second and just take a look live at our friends downtown in Warren. Christmas tree. Loving it. And here we go. There you are. Some flurries in the air. There you are. Great report from John over there in Warren. So basically, what we're seeing is lesser amounts along the lakeshore, somewhere around 3 to 6 inches, and heavier amounts in the snow belts. Let me see what I'm getting from different people around here. Well, you've got the 10 in Edinburgh. And let me see, Becky chimed in over in French Creek, New York, and she's had 7. So, I would say as a general rule, 5 to 10 on the inland snow belts, a lot less in Warren. Anybody here from Meadville, feel free to check in and give us a report. Not seeing a whole lot of reports coming in yet, but we'll give you another view of Warren here, and I'll get back to you guys, show a few more cameras, and the kind of thing we like to do here. Tricia, hello. Thanks, Lori. Hello, Thomas Carlucci and Becky Linton. Thank you for your snow report. So not a whole lot going on in Warren. Let me go a couple other places for you guys, and then we'll talk a little bit about radar and the forecast, things like that. How are you all doing this morning? Good to be with you. Here is Erie's Bayfront. Continue to check in and say hi. Like the title says, we call this December. And as we've been saying also, there's a nice little warm up coming this week, or at least a thaw, where temperatures get above freezing and you can kind of clean up and stuff. So looking at the bay there, we'll widen it out a bit for you, give you guys a good view. Over to downtown, looking out West 10th Street, St. Peter Cathedral. I mean, visibility lowers at times, but this is nothing unmanageable. As you can see, the tracks in the streets, and I'm talking about the lakeshore in downtown Erie. Erie International Airport. You got the crew working on the plane there. Pretty typical. Hopefully they're going in and out without any major delays. Here is Girard for you. And, snow coming down, but keeping Main Street, Route 20 there fairly clean. Looking at stuff like that. For you guys in Meadville, Crawford County, here's one for you. And there is Chestnut Street. Same kind of deal. Looks like they're managing well. It almost looks like some shadows and sunshine here too. And that's pretty much typical for lake effect snow. You can go in and out of these bands real quickly. And there's our situation up here, which looks great. I mean, for December and for a lake effect snow warning, I think we could handle that. So let me get back to you guys. Hello, Suzanne. Long time no see. How's everything over in Ohio? Kevin, good to see you. Thanks for the update. Lord, Julie, what do you see in there? You have any kind of a measurement or just a ballpark figure for Union City? Yeah, well, Jenny, if anyone wants to put up the money, I'll be glad to send them a salesperson. But I do have weather watchers there. And I believe, let me see here. I believe that this was the view from Venango on Friday. So my weather watchers had I don't know, about 9 inches that day, and so they could pick up another 4 to 8 today. So there is your view. I'll make it even wider. You can see they had a little snow on the roof in Venango, Wattsburg area. A little snow in the driveway, so more of that is probably on the way for you guys. Let me go radar here for a second, or let me just show you the advisories here and the warnings. And basically, and I got to clean this up just a little bit because this is from earlier. The advisories are down here in the purple, but lots of lake effect snow warnings, all over the area. It seems to be that it's the traditional snowbelt areas south of 90 that are getting the brunt of this thing, as we were expecting. Bob Herman, Franklin Township, good to see you. You got any ballpark estimate of what you've gotten? And this is a thing that can happen anywhere, so just keep this in mind, guys, if you're out and about today. Poor visibility, and the wind chills are wicked, for what we've been experiencing lately. I'll get to those in a sec. Kingman, Arizona, how is it out there? What do you got for a temp? And well, we got more snow, and actually a little bit of a warm up, John, if you're still residing down there in the borough. So there is your watches, warnings, advisories, that kind of thing. Let me just take a look at radar here for a second so you guys can, get your bearings and all that good stuff. Hang on, let me, be nice if it was up. Here we go. So, a band moving south of 90, occasionally it clips across portions of the snow or north of the snow belt, north of 90, like in Northeast or Harbor Creek or the east side. But the lion's share of it's gonna be down here, where you guys have had the lion's share of it. Now, here's some programming notes for you. And you can see a little hole here in Meadville where you saw some sunshine. Back from the news department, Rick saying that I-79 in Edinboro closed because of an accident, but the interstates have restored their speed limits. That is out of PennDOT, and that sounds about right. I mean, it's a common sense thing. If you're down in this area and you're getting the most, you're used to getting the most. So plan your travels and your outdoor activities accordingly. Nothing new for us. Tell me where in Erie County, Monica. Erie County is a big area. All right, 3 to 4 inches so far in Union City. Again, good stuff. 12.1 degrees. Great. Nice out in Kingman, Arizona. Linda Loop, long time no see. Enjoy the 50 degrees there, Derek. So there you go. Fairview, Mill Creek. So you're south of the interstate. Is that where you're located? You're in the snow belt. Thanks, Jack. Good to have you here. So what you see is what you get. There's really not a whole lot different than what we've been saying all weekend. So we'll give you a little shout out, a little forecast here, and kind of show you what we've been showing you, because it is behaving and we like it when it behaves, right? Let me get you back to a couple other graphics for you. Basically, this is what we were going for into Monday morning, and so far that's holding pretty true. We've had 3 to 6 along the lakeshore, so there may be a little bit more there, but the lion's share of the snow is going to be in here, where Laura has 10, Becky has 7 already, Julie 3 to 4 over here in Union City. Anybody from Crawford County with us? Give us a little bit of information there. I got some from the Weather Service, and it's pretty much following the rules. Atlantic 4 inches, Meadville 3 inches, and these were 12-hour reports, so it could be a little bit more. But so far, so good. We're hanging with our forecast. The other thing I wanted to touch on was the wind chill factors, and these are the current wind speeds. So they're not terrible, but when they gust, it can get a little hairy. So your wind chills, like we've been telling you, we're going to be, near or below 0 today. Nothing really different about that, and that's a thing to be concerned about. All right, thanks, Laura. So everything's behaving so far. How much would you say you've had in Albion, Lori? So hopefully, you know the drill. It's going to be cold. The snow is going to be off and on. If you're south of 90, you're going to get more. If you're along the lakeshore, you're going to get more, but obviously less than in the snow belts. A couple more graphics for you here just to keep you advised of the current situation. Obviously, here's our wind chill forecast. And again, this was a little wicked, and pretty much verifying what we're seeing right now. As you go into tomorrow morning, not really that great. All right, but things will be improving as you go further out in time. And of course, the pets, the livestock, don't leave them out too long. Keep them taken care of there. Yeah, as Thomas Carlucci was saying. Yeah, I mean, these things will come and go, Adam. So there'll be breaks at times. But as I said, these warnings, these advisories are in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we still got another 20 hours of this kind of stuff, and it will be chilly tomorrow, but things will be improving. Not that they're terrible today, but pretty much people that are used to this stuff, like if you are in the snow belt, it's just December. And north of 90, you get these bursts, you get these lower visibilities, and it can be somewhat difficult at times, but it's not unmanageable. And if you don't feel like going out, you don't have to go out, don't go out. Here's one model. You can see how this stuff continues to reside mainly in the snow belt as we go through the day. And Adam Ripley, there's your break. Sometimes you're going to get some breaks of sunshine. It will be cold. And then you can just see them morphing around overnight and just kind of shuffling off tomorrow. And when you get even a few little shots like you could on tomorrow afternoon, they're going away. And then you get, this is really it here. I mean, look at this. This is sunshine and a southerly wind on Tuesday. So this is whatever you have to put up with in the next 20, 30 hours. is all going to go away. And again, here's your accumulation estimates. I think these are working well. So Monica, I'm not sure whether you're north of 90 in Fairview Mill Creek or you're south, but there'll be a dividing line there. I'll do another model for you guys, and I'll give you a forecast just to show you what we think, what's going on the rest of the day kind of thing. And it's the same kind of thing. Most of the heavy stuff is south of 90. You see it there where the dark blue is, and they just kind of come and go. And occasionally you can get some breaks in the clouds. Not a whole lot tonight. They reform in spots, and even some showers. Look at that, rain showers up in Ontario depicted for tomorrow. So little nuisance stuff tomorrow, and then it just kind of goes away. And what can you expect as it goes away? Well, we'll go with this for now. All right. Still cold tomorrow, but I mean, look at this. This is a nice little break, a nice little thaw for you. So always appreciate the thaw. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, young lady. Yeah, I mean, depending on how much you have, a lot of it probably will melt over, especially the Wednesday, Thursday period here when you get up into the 40s. But this is the way it looks now. So as I said in the beginning, so far things are behaving. So if you guys, have any questions, comments, ideas, things you might want to pass along, feel free to. Love to hear from you. If you do have any snow observations, I would defer you to give you the website here or the email address. And if you want to, send us some pictures or send us some snowfall measurements, we would love to have them. Jacob would love to have them. He'll be on later today. So hopefully everyone is doing well, handling our December weather. Hi, Marion. Long time no see. Good to see you. So that's what we got. Just seeing if I have any more notes. Not a lot of things coming into the newsroom. As I said, I-79 at the Edinburgh exit is closed because of an accident. Otherwise, interstates reporting restored speed limits. How much do we have up here in Summit, Becky? Is that what you're asking? Hi, Jason. Good to see you. Anything else for the good of the order? There you go, making us look good down there. Thank you, Mary Kay. Yeah, I mean, you guys were kind of on the edge. You'll definitely get some more over the next 20 hours. So keep us posted, please. Send us an email if you don't mind as we go through the afternoon and the evening and late night if you're up. Really appreciate anybody's snow reports. You can. I'll put that back up, Derek. Send us pictures from Kingman, Arizona, anytime. We would love to see those. Yeah, they were asked. Julie was estimating her husband was 3 to 4 inches. I mean, you guys are in the snow belt. Hopefully, you can handle 3 to 4 inches, Cheryl. I mean, I'm sure there's more than that on the ground, but like it says at the beginning, you're going to need a higher power than me to do anything like that. Or here's my standard answer: when Sean and Jen can stop the war in Ukraine, I'll do something about the weather. You got about as much chance of that happening as everything else. That is good, Laura. I'm glad the plows are out. I think this thing is manageable. Um, you know, that's the way it looks. So common sense, right? You knew it was coming. It's typical for December. Uh, it'll be diminishing tomorrow. It'll be better if you like a little bit warmer and a thaw. It will be better as we, get out of tomorrow. It's not a lot of snow tomorrow, but still cold 20s. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think you'll really notice the change. Jen Smith, good to hear from you. Well, yeah, so far, especially if you're talking about what happened on Black Friday. So one more time, let me get this up for you guys. If you want to send us stuff. There you go. There you go. Okay, well, I want to thank you all for joining me. Pleasure talking to you this morning. As we said, that's the way to communicate. Feel free to keep um, keep in touch with us. We'll be on later today, tonight. Late night as usual. And if anything changes, we'll be making updates to the forecast. But this one so far is a combination of thank God it's doing what we said it would do, and nothing new for us in December in Pennsylvania. And make some soup, Laura. We appreciate you. Um, and enjoy, as Thomas Carlucci, if you're watching football, stay warm, stay safe, and we'll keep you updated as necessary. But for now, I think we're in pretty good shape. All right, everybody. Have a great Sunday. We'll be in touch. We'll be talking to you later on down the road, down the day, later in the day, however you want to put it. And I'll be back tomorrow, of course, regular shift, and Craig will be here in the morning, and Jace or Jacob will take care of you this evening. So thank you for your support, and make it a great Sunday.